Okay. Hello. I'm so sorry. Um, that was obnoxious. I have returned from the war. Also, I was staring at this while we were waiting. I have no context. What the hell is this? I'm sure that's a jump scare we'll be dealing with eventually. Also, hey, oh fuck, hang on, sorry. Just a second. Oh, don't. Motherfucker. So here's the deal. Uh, Teen Hunger for, oh, of course. So here's the thing. Um, I don't know. Yeah. So when I hit Control Alt Delete, because it's the only way I can get to my other thing, the game closes when I have to go check on my other monitor. So nothing that we just did was saved.
Welcome to my latest case.
In case you
Last
were
train to
fucking
Irvine. Here I
wondering,
am at the railroad station along with
Nancy,
a handful of other detectives
get
about to board a
absolutely
train bound
wrecked.
for
I
who knows
don't care.
where. The
Anyway,
only
how are we
person who knows where we're going is
doing?
Lori Gerard.
We're gonna
That's the
skip
young
over
woman who
all this
invited everyone.
shit.
Actually, she didn't really invite me.
Oh my
She
god,
invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited
Nancy!
me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity.
It's
Some people can be a
chill.
little too rich and a little too
Yeah,
famous for their
speed
own
run.
good.
Let's go. We just gotta wait
Wish
till
me
they
luck.
stop
Love,
fucking
Nancy.
talking.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over,
We gotta listen to her
let's
scream
get
again, though.
started.
I'm so sorry
Okay,
about that.
I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is
Um,
thank you all for coming.
You know, I feel like we've all learned a
John
very
Gray,
valuable lesson
I
here.
am so
Can you hear me
thrilled
when I
that
talk
you're
over
taking
her?
time out from that
Because
TV show of yours to do some
another
ghost
thing
hunting
is
here
that
with
they are
us.
so loud
I
in my
mean, Ghost
ears that I
Chasers
like
is
yell
like the
over them.
best cable
So I
show
apologize.
ever.
You can hear
And
me.
Charlene
Okay,
Purcell.
sick.
I cannot tell you how much
So
I
how's it
adore
going,
those
guys?
romance novels you write.
Picked up a little
Your
bit more
characters just seem so
Jamaican rum
real.
to get
And all
over
that
this.
stuff you know about the Old
It's
West.
a little loud.
You are just
Hear about okay.
awesome.
You know what? That's
and
fine.
Tino Balducci, only the
Obviously
most famous
too
police
late
detective in the
to
country.
fix that. I'm real
and then there's
sorry.
Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad
Hell
and their
yeah,
dad are
rum
old
it up.
friends.
I am.
And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy
Whatever.
Drew.
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train.
Start screaming,
Because
girly.
one day in
Come on,
1903,
come on.
his train, this
My
train,
Bruce Campbell
was
sitting at the
found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of
God,
the Nevada
I know
desert.
it's okay. Look,
Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth.
scream.
Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train,
I don't think I ever
his wife
noticed
Camille died on it while they were
that we
going
got a
to the
camera
gold
shot of
It
her
was
from the
rumored
back.
to be haunted.
Huh. Yeah, alright.
Oh my
It's
God.
2006. It wasn't a gig he didn't take for cameo and a quick paycheck. Get your bag.
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
That's just...
brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Alright, we're gonna start saving every
Well,
chance
Nancy,
we fucking
you're up
get.
on all that social etiquette stuff.
Shut up,
What
Joe.
are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
You're up on all that social
If I don't
etiquette
seem
stuff.
concerned, it's because I'm not.
Okay,
Lori Gerard is a
crazy.
young
Hey,
woman whose
can
only
we...
goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth
Just
to gain it.
rapidly
So you think her
clicking.
disappearing
I don't know
like
if you
that
can
is
hear
just some
that.
kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities.
Minor.
What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk
At least she's
Valentine.
self-aware.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You hate Johnny Test? I actually really like Johnny Test. The show. I actually really like it. You don't remember me, do you? Only because I know it's short.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever met Laurie's other guests before?
Psst, Nancy.
Cue the whip crack
Come here.
sound.
Excuse me for a second.
God, can we just... Okay. You know what we're gonna start doing? How do we save? How do we save? There we go. I don't know if they're actually gonna let me write fuck or shit, so... quickest way.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again.
I don't think
could hear all
Joe's
these
that
weird
bad.
noises coming from inside.
I do have a very hard time believing that they're brothers, though. You're telling me your genetics are so violently different that Joe has orange hair and blue eyes and Frank has black hair and black eyes? Or brown? I don't know. Either way, not fucking buying it.
Did you talk to him?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way."
None of my
In
siblings
case you
look like
two
one
hadn't
another.
noticed, we're not getting a
But
lot
to
of
this
respect
extent,
around here. Can't we
Liz?
at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
Do you not all at least
ATAC?
have the same, like,
American
hair
Teens
color
Against
or
Crime.
eye
We do
color?
a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Laurie scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy?
I
What
don't
do you
know.
think?
I
Frank,
kind of agree
whatever.
with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, okay, so they both say the same fucking thing. Not all of us know, but like some of you, right? Oh god, I don't know.
Do you
Yeah.
think maybe one of Laurie's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe
Okay.
that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Laurie disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Okay.
Great. Catch you later.
Fuck. Alright. Fuck this shit. We save. Yup. We're going to save after every single interaction from now on. I am not risking that fucking happening again. Jesus
Door goes
Christ.
outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
On the plus side, you don't have to, you don't have me and Jedi slowing. That was an enjoyable slowdown, though. Now I just have to deal with listening to them say shit that I already know. Well, maybe not, because I've been drinking and I also just have a bad memory. But anyway, look.
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
I'd rather have you guys slowing me down. Please talk more shit. Liz, talk your shit, I am begging you. Because I don't give a fuck about these, but I give a fuck about you. I'm way more interested in whatever you have to say than whatever these motherfuckers have to say. Okay, what the hell do you need? Here. Right? Yes. Yeah.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is
Lead
it
is the
lead is the key?
Lead. Wait a second. That's what I needed. Lead is the key. I've learned. Okay,
This must have been the
Lead.
sleeping car.
Lead. I already did this. Edna and Alice. E and A. I wonder if that's on purpose. It has to be. I know this fucking bullshit well enough. I hope. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Do you really think that a moving train can be haunted?
Sure. A train is basically nothing but a living space on wheels.
Yeah.
And just like a house or a hotel, its walls can capture and hold energy, however infinitesimal, whatever its source. You see, what to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
I like him, which means he's probably the one who did it.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Vibes. Let's do this.
Charlena Purcell thinks Laurie is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Okay.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Val, hello. Thank you so much for the hydrate or dihydrate. I only have alcohol, so that's what I'm gonna drink. All right, everybody, take a sip of water or juice or whatever is near you. That is liquid and drinkable. Suppose that it could be chalked up to an old train car having very little heating, but I'm just sweating looking at that leather jacket / cable knit turtleneck combination. I like to imagine that this is taking place in October or November. Dihydrate it is. Yeah, Liz, I mean, I'll take over the dihydrate if you want to take the hydrate. I literally only have Jamaican rum and cherry Pepsi.
Is Laurie a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course. Like everyone else who reads the tabloids.
That'd be a crazy
It doesn't
look.
appear that
I love
anyone
that.
aboard this train is her friend.
I had a Baja Blast earlier, this morning actually, at like 9 a.m. Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
Okay, are we all on board with Eat the Rich? Is that what I'm getting from this? That all of us are just like, yeah, fuck her, actually. Oh, shit, I gotta go in here again. Okay, hang on. Tank top turtleneck. I have one of those. I only have water or White Claw. You know what?
This looks like some sort of game.
Just to even it out, take a sip of both. Shit.
Shoot.
Okay, well. You did the G-rated version of what I said. It's fine, Lonnie. I love you. We're in this together. Oh, God. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, I'm stressed. It was all fun and games before this, but I don't think I can focus in the same way that I focused before. I feel like it's
I
different
did
now.
it.
Oh, thank God. All right, I'm done. I don't have to
Wonder what's in here.
fucking monologue. Yeah, fucking thank you. Music sheet. Okay. Can't use it yet.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Mm,
Thomasina O'Neill.
Thomasina. Take a sip of both. Take a sip of both made me cough laugh. Sorry, Val. How are you? I saw that you've been streaming a little bit lately too. And I have
Wonder what's
been
under here.
checking
And what the
in.
deal is with those weird-looking bolts.
How are you doing with the oh God, what's it called? Nine
Looks like
Souls?
some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
Okay. So I remember that there's an owl and a cherry, and cherry was departed. Wisdom departed. 7:10. But there was also something about lead. And lead is a chemical. Oh,
Hello?
God.
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
Hi.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Make another one while
Only
they,
because you're driving me crazy. I'm
talk.
supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke, she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I could care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
I'm back. And this thing is, the rations of Pepsi are so low that we are now half and half with rum and Pepsi. Excuse me, holy shit. It's going well, I've been streaming Nine Souls. Yeah, that's the one. When I have the time, but mainly just reading, gaming, and watching 90 Day Fiancé with my partner. That sounds great.
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean,
We're gonna have to tell them this
I mean,
at some
the
point.
train went into a tunnel,
Anyway,
everything
I
went
think
dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel,
I've
no
never
word.
watched 90 Day
She just
Fiancé. Is that
disappeared.
like actually fun to watch? Or is it really uncomfortable?
My thoughts exactly.
I don't know.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
This sounds so
to me like somebody's been
traumatizing for
spending a lot
her.
of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
Not yet, but the train is also
Just
rumored to be
rapidly
haunted
clicking
by
on
his dead
everything.
wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper
Actually
Gorge,
so
Colorado?
crazy
Never heard of the place.
It's actually
Why?
fun.
That's where the
Good
train
luck,
I'm on
bro.
is headed. Apparently Jake
Oh,
Hurley
God.
buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Yeah, that would make me so uncomfy. Just like arguments or like long, difficult conversations make me walk out of the room.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in
When they're
Camille's
not
train car
including
in
me,
hopes of
obviously.
documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Say what? He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
I love George. If I ever recruited for a fan dub, it would be for the Nancy Drew detective series, honestly. We kind of love insane drama TV together, so like Desperate Housewife we watched all of. Oh, watched Love Island. Oh man. That's the kind of YouTube stuff I watch. It's just the people who like watching that so that they can give me the rundown so I don't have to watch it.
Hey, Nancy, right?
Sorry.
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't? Amateur detective, huh? Never thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
I heard they stalked because you accidentally rear-ended them.
There it is.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear
Catfish!
'em down.
You probably heard one of my favorite
Reporters,
bands on there
late-night comedians,
then.
even some of my fellow officers. All have been
One of their
spreading
newer
vicious lies
songs
about
made
me.
it onto an
Why?
episode of
Because they've never
Catfish.
done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
But if you did a fan dub of the Wolf game, I wanna be the dude who can't fight. Deal. Liz, are you kidding me? I will set that aside for just you. That will be yours and yours forever. No one else even gets to audition for it. It's yours immediately. Just on principle. What do you think?
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the
No,
train.
I have no idea what
She could be
episode.
hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
Practical Night. Hell yeah. I only know because the frontman, Austin, talked about it. The song is called Closer by Water Parks. And he just mentioned that it was on an episode of Catfish and he was really excited about it.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
I want to be this guy. I want to use my gumshoe. No, I don't actually, because I don't like this guy. He doesn't deserve my gumshoe voice. I miss using my gumshoe voice, guys. At some point, I'm going to have to bully Jack into playing Ace Attorney again. Also, the last Ace Attorney stream we did got lost to time. Twitch deleted it before I could put it up on YouTube. So that is gone forever, unfortunately. Bookmark to listen after I hear these facts. Something on the floor?
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Was slug like common slang for anything else?
You think it had anything to do with
Aside
Lori's
from a bullet
disappearance?
casing?
Nah. Probably been
Nah.
lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
See, this is really weird because Here, keep it. You found it. Like, wouldn't you want to keep that for evidence just to be fucking... Slug is still common slang for... Well, that's what I mean. I'm asking if it's common slang for anything other than that. Aside from, you know, a literal slug, the animal. God, is that why it's called Metal Slug? Yeah. I always prayed the final boss was a
Oh,
big
thank
slug.
you.
What else can I do for you?
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like
Val,
that?
I adore you.
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Okay, well, at least he takes us semi-seriously. That's more than we can say about a good amount of the people here we're gonna save. Because, yeah, that's right. F this ass. Okay. So a pickaxe is missing, first and fucking foremost. I don't know why that's not the first thing we point out here.
Wonder what Jake used this
Oh
for.
my god, Nancy! I thought you were a fucking detective. Look at that. I wonder... Okay. Lead. Lead. There it is. PB. Slug is... Well, yeah, but that's different. You know, evidence tampering was my nickname back in the academy, you know. That's what they called me in high school. Ah, yes, peanut butter, the best element. You're so right. That would have been way better. So true. Alright, PB. Okay, PB. Silver, AG is 47. Lead, PB, 82. 82.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. And what does AG mean?
Alright. 4, 7. Let's try that. Just to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it actually might be a 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No? Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. I tried. Anyway. I don't fucking know. No, you didn't miss anything. It's just the same fucking bullshit that they... Ooh! MDCCCLXX 3. There's so much, guys. There's so much to read. We ain't doing that right now. Anyway. Oh. Wait a second.
Another gemstone.
That's a tiger. Tiger stone. That looks...
Eliza Sandberger.
Eliza? Camille called this one Eliza Sandberger. Is this another doll? Received of Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73. One Krollmeister doll with decorative red ribbon on the 16th day of June, 1880. Huh. Okay. And Camille called this one Eliza Sandberger. Crazy. Anyway, we're gonna save it. Okay. Is this the way we came? Or is... Yeah, it is. Okay. Turning back around. We still have to make it...
Scale.
Whew.
Strange. It seems
Sorry.
to be built into the wall.
Scared me for a
The
second.
symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about... Oh, we didn't pick up the 7. Shit. We gotta go back. We gotta pick up that 7 before I forget it was there. So I don't think we read the sampler this time around because I was in a rush. I think they just took for granted that I would.
It's locked.
It's locked. Alright, owl, cherry. Cherry. That's right. One's 7, one's 10, right? Which means that we need other things. I don't like that. Why can I look at this? I don't like that at all. Makes me really nervous.
Wonder what Jake used this for.
Looks like oil. Maybe it's not though. Alright. Which means that we go question. Oh boy. We need to wait till this guy leaves so that we can do that piano shit.
It's locked.
I know, sweetheart, I know. Sorry, that sounded way more condescending than I meant it to be.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Yep, the Krollmeister. So she liked collecting dolls. This one doesn't have the information the other one had on it. Interesting. I wonder why.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
That's scary as shit. The music here isn't as scary as it is in some of the others. I mean, Nancy has a knack for stating the obvious with such a wonder and incredulousness that the 35th puzzle box she encounters this evening is actually locked. It's warranted. Okay. I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you. Oh yeah.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
What was it, 7? 10 to 7? No? Okay. Fair enough. We're not pulling that fucking break. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to use this for. It's for erasing, I think. Because whenever it shows it with the eraser up. Okay, so that's E and A. Tale of Two Dolls. And we've seen 2 names for dolls so far. There was Teddy and shit, what was the other one? I don't remember. Anyway, gonna head out, but it was nice to be back. Thank you so much for hanging out, Fridge. It was so good to see you. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those 2 most wonderful of all 3-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think.
What?
His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
I was super excited about that because, yeah, that's right, Philadelphia mentioned. I was really excited about that because I thought that at the beginning that station looked like Penn Station. Val, back me up. Penn Station, big, beautiful place, right? And while you do that, I'll be right back because I have to use the bathroom. I'm back. They kind of slayed on that one, they really did. And that is a Val certified factoid. Thank you, Val. It is gorgeous. Penn Station. I once got off there because I was visiting a friend in Maryland, and my jaw fucking dropped. I was so in awe of it. It is so beautiful in a way that you aren't really expecting something in Pennsylvania to be. Not to go for their throat or anything, but.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
Right, isn't it
The
so
others on the
beautiful?
train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen
Needless
Mr.
to
Gray
say?
before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives.
Okay.
Is that all, dear?
Yeah, and fuck you, by the way.
Well, I'll let you go.
Let me know if you run across anything juicy.
I won't.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read,
Oh.
Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death.
I almost told her to kill herself again.
Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Well, those people weren't married to her and didn't need that comfort, so. Fuck you. Hey, fellas. She has a bronze laptop, but obviously doesn't watch TV. I know, well, to be fair, this was the early 2000s. So you could really only do one or the other if you didn't want the bill running up.
What have you got?
See you soon.
Apparently
anything, just let us
fucking
know.
nothing. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Frank. Let's call the engineer or whatever.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Laurie Gerard has disappeared.
So?
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But Laurie may not even be on the train anymore.
Look, Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Okay, aside from Lonnie, that is the best voice actor we've heard. Unfortunately, he's not interested.
looks like some sort of
Oh.
steam valve.
Do not open unless all pipes are connected. Oh yeah, that's right.
A square and a duck. Now, where have
Duck.
I seen those before?
Square duck, square duck. Square duck. Alright, fellas, remember that, okay? Because I certainly won't.
Back already?
See you
Apparently not.
You better.
Sorry. You're both fucking great. But apparently, view pictures, email. Message from your email provider. Unable. Okay. Dear valued customer, Fleesom Telecommunications is temporarily unavailable to is temporarily unable to provide you with email access. We are sorry for any inconvenience this is causing you. Unless, of course, you are a hacker, in which case we're not sorry at all. Fucking get their asses. Fleekum telecommunication. Forget it. It's fine. Home? Can we call home? Can we call... Can we? Can we call Hannah?
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Oh.
It's Nancy. Just calling to say hi. You don't need to call me back. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, Hannah. So this means that this is before Ned, right? Because Ned's not in here? Our boyfriend? Who we also never see?
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
Hint?
If I told you that I needed a hint, what would you say?
I'd say it's about time. I'd say fire away.
Old sampler, word scale. Any idea how to open the old cigar box? Why would they know that? They wouldn't. Found a piece of sheet music. What am I supposed? We know exactly what it is. Panel in the sleeping car. I'd like to open, but it's got a 4-digit tumbler on it. How do I get it open?
There's a panel in the sleeping car
That'd be
that I'd
nice,
like to
actually.
open, but it's got a 4-digit tumbler lock on it. How can I get it open?
Maybe those 4 digits on the lock have something to do with the 4 words that Jake said Camille had taken with her to her grave. But even after you figure out what they are, you're still going to have to translate them into numbers somehow. That sampler hanging in Camille's car translates images into numbers. So maybe what you need to find is something that translates words into images. Know what I'd do if I were you? I'd go to Camille's car and sample some reading material.
Okay, thanks a bunch.
You're welcome a bunch.
Goodbye.
Which one was Camille's car? Shit. That was such a helpful hint. I assume... Shit. Alright, this was Camille's car. Right? A Tale of Two Dolls. Edna, Alice, E.A. Right? Or was this not hers? Oh, fellas, I don't know. I'm doing what I can with what I got.
If I had some music, I could play a tune.
We have music, it's just that we also have somebody in the cart trying to do something. What's your name? Teddy? Teddy. Teddy Eberhart. We already did that.
The Little Book of Samplers.
Okay, we saw a square and a duck, right? Not a squirrel, a square. Nothing says anything about a squirrel. Or a square, excuse me. But the duck is marital fidelity. Duck. Duck. Okay. I don't know, man. Oh, oops. Okay. So Square is 4. 4, 1. 7, 10, 4, and 1. I don't know if I can use those together. 7, 10, 4, and 1.
It's locked.
7, 10, 4, 1. Thomasina O'Neill. At some point, I'm sure that'll come into play. Hmm. 7, 10, 4, 1. Help! I don't know. Let's see what else they've got. Because.
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
Hint.
How about a hint?
You bet.
It's an old sampler that has a train on it and this weird scale. Jake's car. That's a weird combination of things, isn't it? Although I suppose it's not. Which one did I ask for? This one.
There's an old sampler in Camille's car that has a train on it and this weird scale in Jake's car, but I have no idea what to do with them. Any suggestions?
To use a scale, you have to weigh something. And if it's a small scale, what you weigh will be small. Like little coins, maybe? As for on which side of the scale those little coins go, there's something hanging on the wall in Camille's car that might help you. A stitch in time saves 9, you know. 9 what? I have no idea.
Okay, thanks a bunch.
You're welcome a bunch.
Goodbye.
No, come back, because I don't think I have enough coins for that to help me just yet.
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
How about a hint?
You bet.
I got this weird slug. It's like a little coin. It's not a slug. Beth, Nancy, I'm several hundred miles away from you, and each of these pictures of the train you're sending me is costing both of us several dollars a pop. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening for sure. I already know what to do with it.
Any idea how to open the old cigar box I found in Jake's car?
I think it would be a good idea to periodically check Jake's car. It might help to know what AG means, and to check out all the drawers in the car that's in front of the caboose. Color me in total agreement.
Color.
Excellent. You guys are great.
We know.
See ya.
Color. Oh boy, somebody remember that so I don't have to. Okay, so we're trying to head... If we go backwards, then we're heading towards the caboose. God. Remember what now? Do what now? We're so good at that. You guys are fantastic at your jobs. You're doing awesome. I appreciate you so fucking much.
It looks like this thing opens up. But how?
Nancy, please. I'm not as smart as you. I'm just a stupid, semi-drunk 31-year-old. I don't know how to do this.
Can't go outside until the train stops.
Ducks are very faithful. I know that. All I know is, oh no, what'd you say? What is it? I don't know! All I know is that duck means Stove isn't going to cheat on its partner. Yeah, it does mean like marital fidelity, I'm pretty sure. Yes, marital fidelity is what duck means. Yes, ducks are very faithful. Very. Super monogamous, apparently. Not open pipes, unless all pipes are connected. How did we get to that fucking pipe game that I was in earlier? Oh god, this is a nightmare. Hi, fellas. Left pickaxe and lamp with Buell for safekeeping. To open what's closed, LEAD is the key. Okay, let me think. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. L is 12. E is 5. 12, 5, 1. 12, 5, 1, 4. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm trying, dude. Collar. Was that what you needed to remember? I don't remember. Peanut butter is the key. Got it. Oh yeah, that's right. PB. Hang on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. It's 21. 212. That's again assuming that I'm even fucking right about that, and I'm probably not.
What have
Here
you
you
got?
go. I don't know.
See you later.
I'm trying to show you fucking anything I can think of. Anything and oh.
Another gemstone.
Really? This doesn't mean anything to me, Nance. Come on, girl. I am stupid. Nancy. Come on. J.R. Ruffy and Sons, owners, Bellingham. Yeah, that's right, Wachusett. Salmon canners for a very, very long time. It doesn't even give a date. Probably because they don't want us to be like, oh, well, that has to be something. Just trying to sing the alphabet in the background is killing me. I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. I mean, I know the alphabet off the top of my head, but I don't know what each number, what each letter, god damn it, I don't know what each letter equates to. Leave me alone. I'm doing my best.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to
Eagle
move it.
was freedom.
Where else have I seen
Because
an
of fucking course it was. God. I don't know. What can I give you? What can I use for you? Oh, wait a second. Okay, well, I tried. Anyway. View and touch, I think. I assume. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Thanks. We're gonna be here till I have to leave for work tomorrow morning. I just know it.
Sadie Crawford.
Sadie Crawford. L. Why is there an... Sadie Crawford. It might be another doll. Right? Terrible dancer, that Sadie Crawford. She's got 2 left feet. Wait! They're both lefts. Oh my god, Sean. You're a fucking genius. I didn't notice that at all. Thank you. I don't know what that does for me. In fact, it probably doesn't do anything at all currently because I'm stupid and will forget very quickly. But, oh god, this bitch.
More questions?
No.
I should get going.
All right then.
I need to know what age this was supposed to be marketed towards, because I played it when I was like 7 years old. I could not have possibly been the target audience for this. I was too stupid as a 7-year-old, and too scared, honestly. These like, the Nancy Drew Scary series scared me so bad. That there is no way in hell that this was meant for like young children. A Tale of Two Dolls. Might just be a stupid little joke. The developers, I doubt it. Everything that was put in here ever was for a reason. Edna the Terrible. It's interesting because in this poem, there's someone named Edna the Terrible, but in the other one, it's like something the Awful. What's that? What are they? God, I forget. Something the Awful. Not Edna the Terrible, but something the Awful. And I can't remember what it was. I know we don't pull this. I know we don't pull this. I'm so sure we get yelled at if we do that. Quiet. Something requested for the benefit of those who have retired. Quiet is requested. Okay, I see. Do it. I will not. Not yet. Not yet. Don't worry, Sean. Our moment will come. Just not at this moment. Ruth Kensington, 1864. 1864. 1 Doc 8 Dog 6 Crown 4 fucking nothing. Okay, well hang on. 1 8 18 is a ring. 1864. Oh, square, of course. Ring, crown, square. Or, so either they mean a ring, crown, a square, or they mean fucking, Jesus Christ. Was it 1-8 or 1-6? Duck, dog, square. Duck, dog, crown, square. 1864.
Looks like I need a special tool.
What's up?
Well,
Well,
I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
bye, buddy. I don't fucking know. I got nothing. I can't wait to upload this to my YouTube channel. It'll be so fucking impressive when I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. 1. I see. Okay, so each one on that little stitching map, they all measure out to what they are here. So like 1 was duck on there, 1 is duck here. 8 was dog. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dog. So marital fidelity and faithfulness. 1864. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marital fidelity and faithfulness for eternity. 4 is nature, which doesn't fit in at all. But that's okay. Because I don't know what else to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ring is union. So if we switch out duck and dog, if we switch out 1 and 8 for 18, it goes from marital fidelity and faithfulness to union. Union in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Union for eternity in nature. I don't know. That's where I've gotten so far. I'm sure it's incorrect. I'm sure it must be, right? But I just don't know. Duck wedding. Yeah, that's what it is. That's gotta be it, right? He said something about... Wait a minute. Bess and George said something about coloring. The coloring of something. What are you? Where are you? Silver is 4-7. Silver is 4-7. What is lead? 8-2. Hey, what? That hasn't happened
What's going on?
Thanks for your
before.
help.
I don't
Helping
like that.
people's what I'm all about.
I don't like that. That hasn't happened before. 4782, right? Oh god. 4782. Fuck this. 4782. 4. 4 is a square. 7 is the owl. Yep, thank you. Okay, so 4 is nature, which is funny because 7 is the owl. And the owl is wisdom. So nature, wisdom, 8. 8. What is 8? Where are you, darling? Dog. 2. Eagle. So, nature, wisdom, faithfulness, America. Not helpful. God, I wish it was. 4782. 4782. That has to mean something. We're gonna go call Bess and George and see if I just maybe misunderstood. I could have.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
How about a hint?
You bet.
How do I get that compartment on the stove open? There's so much.
There's a panel in the sleeping car that I'd like to open, but it's got a 4-digit tumbler lock on it. How can I get it open?
Maybe those 4 digits on the lock have something to do with the 4 words that Jake said Camille had taken with her to her grave. But even after you figure out what they are, you're still going to have to translate them into numbers somehow.
That's
That
not it.
sampler hanging in Camille's car translates
is.
images into numbers.
Yep.
So maybe what you need to find is something that translates words into images. Know what I'd do if I were you? I'd go to Camille's car and sample some reading material.
You guys are geniuses.
Tell that to my chemistry teacher.
I'll keep you posted.
We
Bye.
just did that though. Nature, wisdom, faithfulness, America. Sounds like a goddamn Sufjan? Oh boy, I feel very out of the know right now, Liz. Fill me in. Who the fuck is that? 1864. Oh no, a Tumblr lock? No one will ever open that because no one cares to open Tumblr these days. I don't know, man. I think there are plenty of people who would disagree with you. Not me personally, but certain people. Okay, so sickly Sarah caught a germ so new it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue. Awful Ursula, that's what it was. And the other one, it was Terrible Edna, I think. Sufjan? Sufjan. So here's Awful Ursula. And then there was Terrible Edna, I think. Was it Terrible Edna? I think so. He was 21. I was silent for B. Duck B. B. Okay, duck and B. The fuck do you guys mean? Get over here. Marital fidelity and hope. Duck, be a lady tonight. No! Duck, if you ever were a lady to begin with. My college performed that, and it was great. It was the only good performance I ever watched my college perform. The other one was absolute garbage.
Looks like I need a
By no fault of the students. They did their best with what they were given. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. God. There's a tiger's eye? Like, I don't... There's just so much going on. I feel I must be stupid, right? Oh. You motherfucker. Okay. So these two things must be true, right? I don't know about this. Except that that has to be the case if you want all of these to be correct at the same time. It must be this. And this. And oh shit. Oops. Okay. Oh! We have a journal. Okay, hang on just a second. I will be right back and then we'll read the journal. Okay, I am back. Let's see. Jake kept a book on how to identify gemstones in his train car. I guess when you're looking for gold, you're liable to find other valuable rocks too. It would sure be nice to know whether he ever found the gold he spent his whole life looking for. Tino Balducci seems to be a lot of bluster and not much else. What's more, I get the feeling he knows it and is feeling a little insecure, which means I'd better stay on my toes when I'm around him. People like him are liable to do or say anything. I found a book on samplers in Camille's car. She probably referred to it while she was making the sampler I saw in there. Poor Camille. What a life that must have been, traveling around on a train all the time, having only Jake and his engineer for company. The sampler she made is rich with detail, and no wonder. She had nothing but time on her hands. Okay. The needlepoint sampler in what used to be Camille's train car includes a train. Yep. It is supposed to be the train. Is it supposed to be the train we're on? And some of the symbols on it seem to be associated with numbers. Why? And who or what is Awful Ursula? Did she have something to do with the haunted train rumors? John Gray is just as gung-ho about recording and analyzing ghostly phenomenon in real life as he is on TV. He seems nice enough, but people that fantastical and that smart weren't watching, because there's always the possibility that they know more than they're saying. The note about Buell that I found said that lead is the key when it comes to opening something. I wonder if he meant lead as in the lead, as in the word that rhymes with lead, read, or the metal kind of lead, as in the word that rhymes with red. Charlena Purcell is convinced that Lori faked this whole disappearance thing and isn't the least bit worried about her. I'd be more inclined to trust Charlena's judgment if I weren't a little irritated by the fact that she didn't remember me from Shadow Ranch. How fucking dare she? Less than a half hour after the train left the station, Laurie Gerard disappeared. Oh, I see. This is updating as we go. Okay. Oops. Joe Hardy may have found a clue. Dad got me a brand new, simple to use camera phone. The only hard part is remembering to take pictures with it. The train we're on is going to Copper Gorge, Colorado, the place where Jake's wife Camille was buried. At least, that's what we were told. No telling where this train will really end up. Oh, so we don't actually know. Great. Copper. Wait, Copper. Copper Gorge. Copper. See you. 2-9. Okay. I'm gonna do something. Something that is known as cheating, but I'm going to phone a friend.
Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
We got that already. Alright, this has Eliza Sandberger. This what? Did you see that on the chemical table? Oh, yeah, bye. Lettuce pee. Which way is which? Oh. Owl. Cherry.
It's locked. It's locked.
I gotta think about this. Cause I know. Okay. 7. Owl. 3. Oh.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Are you shitting me? Yeah, of course the square and the duck look It's fine. Fine, fine, fine. As long as I got it open. Who even fucking cares? Oh wait, hang on. I care. I care very much. Eight.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Hang on. Silver is orange. Blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. Okay, that makes no sense to me right now. But I see blue and green, right? Silver is orange. Blue, green, red, purple, yellow. I don't know yet. We'll solve it though, we will. Okay. Third? Excuse me. Oh! Well, hello.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon. Those are all gemstones, I think.
You're right. I want to know. Thirsty nose. Thirsty nose. Huh. Well, we'll come back for that, I'm sure. Because what the fuck else can we do? Last one, let's go. Hi, baby. What you got? Could be so upset about something that befell a doll. Accidentally knocked the one Camille calls naughty Tina off the shelf and literally, I'm afraid, fractured its tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt... Okay. Apologies, Camille bursts into tears at the sight of the crack which now traverses naughty Tina's face. Tears which continued unabated for hours. I told her I'd order her another as soon as we reached Copper Gorge. Could be so upset about something that... Yes, okay. Okay, so Tina broke. That's a doll we didn't know about before. Oh god, I didn't realize that this was an option.
Jake said a pickaxe goes here.
Pickaxe. Who said that? Who the fuck is Oh yeah. Never mind. I'm sorry. Oh god, what are you? What are you?
If I had a lamp, this is where I'd put it.
A lamp.
Jake said a spyglass goes here.
A lamp and a spyglass. Lamp. Spyglass.
The According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders. But I have no idea which one goes where.
We also haven't picked any of them up yet. Starfish.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
I don't know. It's a great question.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
8. I don't know. I actually don't know what 8 letters. So we're gonna have to think about that. But don't you me? Oh. Oh, we can trial and error this shit. Oops. Ooh. Oh shit. I lost my groove a little bit, I think. Shit. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I can't beat it. There we go. Okay, we got it.
Oh my gosh!
What?
I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense, Nadine?
What the fuck?
Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Great!
Was anyone else in on the trick?
Just the engineer, and all he did was keep his mouth shut.
Great.
See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
Uh-huh.
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
Ruth.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because I found you.
Because you found me.
Yeah.
See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
She probably did.
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
She's very trusting. Very trusting.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever.
Harvey.
I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
Oh God, girl. Everyone's gonna be mad at you.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
How well do you know Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
She hated them. I love you. Oh, suddenly, girl, I'll defend you with my life.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
Oh God, this is so fucking me. Shit. God damn it, this is me.
I'll come back later.
You go, girl.
Great. Well. Damn it.
Naturally. I wonder how you open it.
Come on now, Sean. Let's not be rude. Oh God, so fucking funny. Jesus Christ, let's go tell the guys. What the fuck is this? Oh God. Okay, yeah. No? No, not silver. What about sliver? No? Okay. Tino, his mind couldn't go 90 miles per hour. He was riding a supersonic jet. Poor dude. He's doing his best, alright? We are, however, absolutely gonna go tattle on her. 100% gonna go tell the Hardy brothers what happened. Are you fucking shitting me? Come on now. Let's not be ridiculous. Oh, right. Square. Square. Yeah, but we need the duck too. Shit. I don't know. Should we tell him first?
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found
Hi,
Lori. She was
Oscar.
hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
It turns out that slug wasn't so worthless after all.
Thank you.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley in his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day,
Yeah, I'm sure you're very excited to work alongside me, the most famous fucking detective of all fucking time! Female detective, at least. I guess Columbo is probably the most famous detective of all time.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York.
Yeah.
Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
Uh-huh.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
Just so fucking brown. And you were saying I should be nice to Tina. Did I? Bro, I've been drinking. I don't know. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure that you will see that I have been defending most people except for that fucking romance writer who turned her nose up at Nancy. Anyone who gives Nancy the time of day gets a pass until they no longer get a pass. That's how I work.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
That's a lie.
Thanks for your help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
I do like that he does not put Nancy down to put himself up. Like, he may have confidence issues. This is a good positive trait. I am the opposite. It's not, though. Because look at how many times I've been wronged because of this. I don't know, I like that he doesn't talk down to Nancy, right, to put himself up. He's got confidence issues, for sure. But he doesn't use that as an excuse to downplay Nancy's clear abilities. He still praises her.
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
Thanks for the chat.
Goodbye.
Fair enough, buddy. I am sure that at some point Lori will actually be in trouble and no one will believe her. Tino plants a gun at the mine's entrance. Hey, this gold mine killed Jake Hurley. I would love that. Alright, hang on, we gotta save real quick. Because I don't think I've saved in a hot fucking minute. Yay!
Yes? I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
Interesting.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
So that's interesting. If it's juicy, I want to know about it. And she claims that Lori and her have never talked about this before. I'm betting that they have, and that she's actively stealing Lori's ideas.
Hey, Nancy,
What's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
you found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want
Anymore.
any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Okay, listen, here's the thing, right? Don't need you anymore. The only people I needed help from were Google and Bess and George. But if you're willing to help me, I'll take it.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
It's a good point, both of you.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
Oh, finally.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
See you in a bit.
If you need anything, just let us know.
Yay, thank you for being helpful for fucking once. Joe did everything he could from the same chair he's been at for the last 2 hours. Joe and Frank, thank you. I want to make sure you're not just throwing fucking Joe under the bus. Frank was at it too.
Engineer, this better be Miss Gerard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
Okay. We're calling them. We're calling my girls. Half the time I only called them because I wanted to fucking talk to them specifically. Come on, call 'em. Update.
Hello?
Hi, Beth.
Hey, what's going on?
Tino Balducci definitely has a thing for Lori Gerard.
Really? Ooh, I bet the tabloids would love to hear that.
What's more, I get the feeling Lori feels the same way about him.
You mean there's some kind of mutual attraction thing going on between them?
Something's going on between them. I'm not really sure what.
We'll find out. I mean, that's a mystery worth pursuing. To heck with this Jake Hurley stuff. You'd give up the possibility of finding gold for gossip, Bess? For gossip this good? Oh, yeah.
How about a hint?
What else
You
would I
bet.
need? Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, there's so much.
How do I move that painting of the eagle that's in the dining car? It doesn't seem to want to budge.
There's something in Jake's car that can handle such weighty matters. But to use it, you need to take a good look at that painting and a good look at what's hanging in Camille's car, and then match a picture to a number. And even then, you're going to need a way of arriving at that number, which means you're going start picking up slugs. Ew. The metal kind of slug, Bess, not the slimy kind.
Okay, thanks a bunch.
You're welcome a bunch.
Goodbye.
They're so cute. I love them. Didn't really help though. I mean, I'm sure it would have helped a lot more if I were smarter, but unfortunately. Nancy, you're roaming outside of your network. Your cell phone bill is going to be absurd. I know. When was this? Early 2000s? Late 90s? If that? God damn. This has to be obscene for that time period. Oh.
What is that?
Oh, hello? Hey, what? Hey, what? Hey, what? Guys.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Aw, come on, you heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk to you guys about the weirdo ghost sighting I
More
just saw.
questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I?
nosy.
We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business.
Well,
I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation.
called it.
She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas.
Stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes.
Yeah.
Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if
But
she
you
needs
just
the money.
did.
But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
So fucking what? God.
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log onto my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
Okay.
I'll touch bases with you later.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
I fucking called that. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Oh,
See you in a bit.
God damn
Sounds
it.
good.
You don't want to know about this? Fine. Hey Lori. God damn it. Why does no one want to talk shit with me? Oh, you know who I bet would love to talk shit with me? You.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
You're not?
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
So it's a natural phenomenon.
So it's a natural phenomenon, not a ghostly one?
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature is capable of some pretty scary stuff.
I love that. I love that he's taking this approach. I do, though my rice is nearly dry, so I will have to make dinner in a bit.
I'll let you get back to work.
Come back
I
anytime.
gotta find somebody to talk shit with. The Hardy brothers don't want it, which is bullshit because they were the ones who told me about the tea in the first fucking place, which means I have to go find fucking Lori. Unless her ex wants to talk about it, and maybe he does. I mean,
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mind.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look.
yeah, but you didn't find her, did you? Bitch.
I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who
That's,
spent way too much of
2
his life
syllables,
swirling mud
baby.
around in Pandaren in the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
You don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Nada.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Not a problem.
Bye. Laurie!
Whoa!
Ooh.
Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
You saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked.
We haven't seen
He
the
said the
engineer.
train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Unsurprising.
There's no way Lori could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Alright, hang on. I'll be right back, and then we'll go to Balducci. Damn it! Someone threw the brake before you could. Fuck, you're so right. You snooze, you lose, I guess. Okay. I don't know why it keeps going back to Twitter instead of YouTube, which was the last thing I was on, but it is fine. We're gonna go find Balducci, right? That's the pizza guy that Lori was in a kind of relationship with, yes? Oh wait, hang on. I don't remember when we last saved. So just to be fair, to be safe, we're saving. This one? No. Nope, nope, nope. This one. Balducci.
What's going on?
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's gotta come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Who else have you told about this?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's
Okay.
the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Thanks for your help.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Is it? Alright, so much for, not tearing down Nancy. I know. I was, like, really pleased with the fact that he hadn't, but I don't know. I guess if you want to be a fucking dick, go big or go home or whatever. Okay. Hi, girl. Hey, your ex ain't shit, by the way. I don't know if that was, like, obvious to you, but, he fucking sucks. Girl.
Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
DDR. I don't know. Huh. Well.
Yes?
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
How do you know?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Well, no. But I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe.
Joe.
Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille, too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
I'll come back later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
I'm waiting for her to go missing for real. I don't know if that's how Nancy's cases usually work here, but oh.
I can use this to open that grid I saw in Camille's car.
Yes, we can! Finally! Fuck yeah! Alright. Sorry, that was maybe a little too excited. No. No, thank you. Okay. It's fine. Progress is progress. You right, you right. Actually, hang on. Now that you've mentioned progress. We gotta go talk to Joe, but first and foremost,
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you use to unscrew these bolts.
oh. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay. Which one is this? Effect. Okay. Oh, great. Oh God. Shit. Oh no, yeah, oh no is fucking correct. What do I do? Oh God, Like, this makes the most sense, but... Okay, I see. Okay. So,
Here we go.
Oh, thank God. We did it? Did we do it? Yeah, you said here we go, but then I didn't... Nancy, don't toy with my emotions, please. there's nothing else I can do. Nicely done, thank you. But she said, here we go. And then nothing else happened. What the fuck? Hello?
What's up?
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
Oh no.
When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
I want to believe him so badly. He's one of the few people I like on this train. Though I have no idea what that yeah. I have no idea. Well, you know.
Have you been in this room the whole time you've been on the train?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is a result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
Any truth to the rumor that your show's about to be canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Thanks for the chat.
Take care.
Okay. Well, if that is true, then there goes his motive. That is under the assumption that it is.
It's locked.
But we don't know. God damn it. Thomasina. This weird thing. Man, I can't make any sense of this right now. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe we'll go back to the Hardy Boys real quick. Talk to them and anybody we pass along the way. And then no, I don't want to push it. I want to see if there's any like okay. Oh. We can just what changed? Why can we take it now and we couldn't before? What changed? Annoying.
More questions?
Alright, well, here we go.
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
No.
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those two friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
It wasn't the brothers, alright? Fuck off.
Have you run across many haunted train stories in the course of your research?
A few, but most train-bound ghosts that I've come across seem to have better things to do than sit around pulling emergency brakes.
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all the silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller, although I highly doubt it.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
But why was his train found out in the middle of nowhere with just the dead engineer on board?
That does make the story a little more interesting. My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way. After which, the train rolled to a
heart
stop
attack?
in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
That would require them to leave their chairs. They have an airtight alibi. That's right. And she would have seen one of the brothers leaving anyway, so it's fine.
What do you think happened to Camille?
She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia
Another
or
heart
measles.
attack.
Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before
nice.
he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
I'm sure they don't, actually. Because if you need to steal ideas from a more modern
Hey,
Paris
how's it going?
Hilton, I'm sure you've got nothing fucking good to write. No offense to Paris Hilton.
Tino found one of John Gray's thermometers by the emergency brake handle and is getting ready to throw the book at him.
John Gray threw the emergency brake? Why would he do that?
Tino thinks it's because John's TV show is in danger of being canceled. But when I asked John, he told me his show was just picked up by a broadcast network.
I still say there's less to all this than meets the eye, if you get my drift.
I get your drift, Joe. I have lived with your drift for years. I am saddled with your drift.
All right.
I will say, whoever wrote for them, definitely not an only child.
See you later.
You better.
God, I love them. Alright. One last time. Okay? One last time. We're gonna go talk to Lori. Not in here. I do want to see if he has anything else to add, though.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise.
Okay.
But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two,
Filter.
hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Come back anytime.
Bye, buddy. I do like him a lot. I desperately hope it's not him. Which means it probably is. Alright, what you got, Oscar?
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
I'm a detective. You know how it is.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Oh.
But you didn't stop caring.
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Sorry, Pally. What's that?
That looks just like the stuff John Gray has his thermometers packed in.
Does. Was that there before? I don't remember. Guess who has to go talk to Lori?
Yes?
Oh.
Bye.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Well, I guess this is where we're leaving it for the night because I'm tired. I have work tomorrow. But we will be back because this is getting very interesting and I don't want to leave it here. So, yeah, I guess, excuse me. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back very soon. And I hope that you have a great day, a great night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I hope to see you all again soon. So until then, bye everybody.